The Israelites were enslaved in Egypt, suffering under Pharaoh's rule. To control their population, Pharaoh ordered the killing of Hebrew baby boys. Jochebed, a Hebrew woman, hid her newborn son, placed him in a basket, and set him afloat on the Nile. Pharaoh's daughter found and adopted him, naming him Moses. His sister, Miriam, arranged for their mother to nurse him. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's palace but discovered his Hebrew roots. One day, he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave and, in anger, killed the Egyptian. Fearing for his life, he fled to Midian. In Midian, Moses became a shepherd and married Zipporah, the daughter of Jethro. One day, while tending sheep, he saw a burning bush that was not consumed. God spoke to him, saying, "I have seen my people suffering. Go to Pharaoh and demand their freedom." Moses hesitated, saying, "Who am I to do this?" God reassured him, "I will be with you." Still unsure, Moses asked for signs. God turned his staff into a serpent and made his hand leprous, then healed it. Moses, reluctant, pleaded, "I am slow of speech." God appointed his brother Aaron as his spokesman. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and declared, "Thus says the Lord, let my people go." Pharaoh refused, so God sent plagues. The Nile turned to blood, frogs, lice, flies, livestock disease, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and finally, the death of Egypt's firstborn. Before the final plague, God instructed the Israelites to mark their doors with lamb's blood so the angel of death would pass over them. Pharaoh, devastated by his son's death, finally let them go. The Israelites left Egypt, but Pharaoh changed his mind and pursued them. Trapped at the Red Sea, the Israelites panicked. Moses stretched his staff, and God parted the waters. They crossed safely, but the Egyptian army drowned as the waters returned. In the wilderness, the Israelites complained of hunger and thirst. God provided manna, quail, and water from a rock. At Mount Sinai, Moses received the 10 Commandments. However, while he was on the mountain, the Israelites built a golden calf. In anger, Moses broke the tablets and later returned to receive a new set from God. They wandered for 40 years due to their disobedience. When they reached the Promised Land's border, God told Moses he would not enter because he had struck a rock in anger instead of speaking to it as commanded. From Mount Nebo, Moses saw the Promised Land but died before entering. Joshua succeeded him, leading the Israelites into Canaan. Moses' legacy endured as a symbol of faith and deliverance. The end.